Today in this video, I would like to go through 3 setups that I trade in the last 2 weeks. And the idea behind is that we are in a bull market and I want to take advantage of consolidations that happen after a pullback. So basically the idea is that the stock, after the stock move big amount, for example here, I just want to wait until the stock consolidate in a really narrow range. Consolidate is still above the moving average. It's indicating that you can call it a squeeze. And I'm gonna show you one of the indicators that you can use for this is a TTM Squeeze indicator created by John Carter. But basically, yes, the stock move consolidated for a little bit. Hopefully, consolidates for more than 2 weeks in a really tight range. And as soon as I see that it's a breakout, that is gonna have a breakout, before that breakout, ideally, I'm gonna buy my call options. So let me show you quickly here. This one that is ETR, Energy Corporation. In this one, I had a profit of 100% in my call options. So the idea here is that you see the stock moving parabolic, basically, 13%. And after that, it tries to go back. It couldn't. You see that resistance line that is happening here. You can call it resistance. And after a few weeks, you see that the stock started moving in a really narrow range. And then I received these triggers. This is a 21 EMA. This is the 55 EMA. And you can see how they kiss slightly. And then at the moment that we see that kiss in this tight range, we see an increment also of volume. And this for me is just an indication to start. Now, maybe for you it's not enough to see this behavior in the moving average. Let me get in context here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this was on January 8th. So if we got in context, maybe let me go, no, January 8th, the 13th. That was a Monday. Okay, cool. In this three last candle, I have this trigger happening here. I see volume coming, volume that is above the average, but also mostly all the candle is green. That's important. I see the keys on the moving average, but also the slope of the curve started going up. Now, obviously, this is not enough for me. I have a Python algorithm that takes in consideration a lot of information, but if you don't have it, this is something that you can consider. You can go to, for example, the momentum and my MACD. And when you come here, something that is going to help you is that the MACD in this consolidation, the MACD goes in a full cycle on the negative. And the same thing is happening with the momentum indicator. This is just a momentum indicator that you can use. And then you see here, this consolidation happening in a tight range, also above the zero area. That's going to help you identify if the stock is still bullish. And then you have momentum, you have a full cycle in MACD. But then something else that you could use is how I said TTM. That's a consideration of that it's a small cycle. There is not too much volatility. If you're trading option, this is a really nice place to enter, right? Because you are not paying a premium in the implied volatility. Everything is quiet. And when you see explosive move, that implied volatility is gonna start getting value, and it's gonna be great for your options. Now, when you are looking at momentum by itself, it doesn't mean that it's gonna go up. It could go down. So for that reason, you need to trade something that is in a good trend, that is consolidating and still above the trend average. You need to see volume, green, bullish volume coming to the trade, right? So if you want to understand a little bit more the TTM squeeze, I can do another video on that, but basically would be um, the Kellners, the Bollingers trading here. It's this is too much noise. You can get all this idea and put it in a script and create your own indicator. But if you prefer to see everything on the chart, that's something that you can do, right? So you see the Kerner moving here, and at this moment, the Bollingers, they go inside of the Kellner. That's telling you it's in a consolidation. That is, there is not too much volatility now. And on top of that, you see volume. You see the full cycle of the MACD. The stock is still trading above the key moving average for this stock in an uptrend. So that's gonna be an entry for me. The good thing is that my stop is right there. If something, goes sideways and start going down, I'm gonna get I'm gonna take my loss, and it's gonna be really close. Now, if it goes good, I'm gonna show you something else. Let me hide this. This is too much noise. This is what happened after. Let me go back to today. And after this tight consolidation, the stock break out above the all-time high, and then you see this green candle. And at this moment, I'm taking my profit. How I said before, it was 100% on my call options. And last, something else that you can use is basically a comparison with the market. You can have always this line chart for the S&P 500, and this is also very good because the S&P 500 at this moment was trending down. I think that it was close to 5% down from the all-time high, but the stock is consolidating. This is very bullish because the stock is not, it doesn't have too much correlation with the stock market, and it's stronger than the index. And you can see that at the moment that the index started moving up, the stock went parabolic. The chart is telling me that this stock doesn't care too much about the overall market, and if we get support on that in the bullish, it's gonna go up. So basically that's what happened. I have my Python algorithm that takes a lot of data in consideration, but I just want you to I want to show you something that I have simple in Thinkorswim and also help me to spot what is happening. That was ETR. The other one that I trade, it was even better. You see all this move in Geo group, and we don't have a pullback, a nasty pullback here. It's just that after he moved, he consolidated for a long time, and I have these triggers, and the red one is a strong buy for me. But it's the same idea. The stock is going, the index S&P 500 is going down, but the stock is consolidating. We have this volume denotating that this is a local low. The stock consolidate in a really small tight range. And then we have the full cycle of the MACD. We have the consolidation of the momentum. If I show you the Bollinger Bands, you're going to see that they are also really tight. Let me show you quickly. You see, they are flat. They are trading inside of the corner. So that's by definition a squeeze from John Carter. You can watch more. He has a lot of videos and they are really good. So let me hide this again. I took my trade on the red one. I saw that it was super aggressive. I see this red one here. I see the MACD going really fast to zero, but also I see the momentum getting outside of the tight range. So I took my trade here, and that was really nice because the next day the stock started moving. That was a really nice trade. The idea is the same, and the stock market was trending down, and the stock was consolidating the stock didn't care about the overall market. And then I traded hood. This is one position that I have for the long term, but in another account. But in this consolidation, this one is not the best one. So I wanted to show you also that it's not always perfect. But I see the stock consolidating, coming back. The stock tried to break out, and it wasn't possible for that. So I didn't take my trade here because in this case, for me, it's already making the move. I don't like to chase it too much. And luckily for me, when I waited 2 days more, the stock went down to the moving average, and I was really patient here. And in this candle, I was above the MACD. I think I took the trade here in this candle. Not even in the triggers, not even in the consolidation. I took it in the gap. But I saw this volume. I saw the MACD crossing positive, the momentum going up, and that was my indication to take the trade. And that trade is still going. I haven't closed this trade. And the other one, just to show you that not always work that good. This is another trade, Planet Fitness. I took this trade here for me. MACD in the positive after a full cycle. I saw this volume, the trigger, momentum. It was the whole indication. I took the trade here in the move, but it wasn't that strong. So I took my profit, very little. It's just that I didn't want to expend time here because I didn't see the strength on this setup, okay? But the idea is the same. It's just that you need to wait patient. You have to be patient. You have to wait for the consolidation on the range here. Basically, let me hide this comparison. But basically this is the range, okay? If you wait for that, it's gonna be perfect. It's just that in my case, I waited too long for this trade, and I entered when it was already in the move, and it wasn't that strong, so I closed it. Now I want to show you quickly something that I miss, because sometimes I wait too long for the entry, and I miss a trade. This is the case of Twilio. In Twilio, I was waiting for another day of consolidation here, and I missed the whole play. But the idea is the same. Twilio has been trending up, and after a while, then started consolidating or in this area, really tight range. I saw the whole cycle on MACD. I saw the consolidation here in momentum. And basically, you can use any kind of momentum or consolidation indicator for this. But yeah, I waited too long and I missed the whole gap, sadly. So now, all the trades that I didn't take was this one because I saw this red candle and I decided not to enter. But at the end, it was good. I have also United Airlines. This one I traded, actually. This one I traded. What happened is that I saw here in this candle on the gap on the earnings. I didn't trade net. This is something that I missed because again, the trigger was already in the candle after a breakout, and it was on the move. So I decided not to do it. And another one that I missed that was really good. And again, I usually try to see more indication, and sometimes I'm gonna miss the move, and that's okay. Just that there is so many opportunities in a week that I cannot catch everything. It would be nice too, but that's fine. I just need to catch 3 or 4 in a week, and it's gonna be good for me. Okay, but the idea is the same. Consolidation after a move. Volume coming after the consolidation. This is not like a full cycle for the MACD. It's a little bit noisy. And the momentum also, it was like a touch 0 and then went back up. So probably for that reason I didn't take it. It wasn't too much indication for me that that it would be taking this big move, right? Because okay, again, if this is a setup for a trend, this is a perfect entry. If this is a setup for momentum trading, well, I didn't see it here and I miss it. Okay, so hopefully this video can help you. All these indicators that I create is basically combination of the other indicators. They don't give me too much security here. For that reason, I have the algo in Python. But this is a good start. The only difference is that probably I'm gonna have more if I only follow these indicators in Thinkorswim. The only problem is that maybe I'm gonna have a smaller winning percentage, but that's fine. That's fine as long as I keep my losses minimum and I let the winner run, right? Because at the end, you want to have like 3-4x in a winner, hopefully 10x. But if you wanna lose, you wanna lose 1x. So if I keep it like that, that's great. Okay.